we want to know holistically whether the program actually benefited the organization, and we need to know that from a financial basis, and that's why we ask about return on investment. If you don't have that sort of information, we would like a narrative about return on expectation. So did the program actually meet the expectations of the stakeholders, so that we can just get a feel for whether you've measured these sorts of things and how it fits in to the overall program. The return on investment is normally a financial calculation. We don't actually indicate what sort of calculation it is. It's up to you to introduce a calculation which is appropriate for your particular circumstances. And normally it's a percentage. And we want to see what were the resources that you put in, and then what were the benefits financially that you got from the program. Return on expectation goes back to what you were trying to achieve in the first place and how far you've actually gone to achieve that, and how you know. So it can be qualitative measures, it can be semi-quantitative measures. It depends what you were trying to achieve, but as long as you can address either of those questions in some way. The purpose of this question is for you to tell us how much time the internal staff have spent on developing and delivering this training. Also, if you've delivered or developed partly internally and partly externally, we want to know the external costs, which are easy to tell us. We also want to know the time spent from your L&D department for developing and their part in delivering the program. So the easiest way to do this is to estimate how much time they've spent on developing and delivering the program, and indicate what salary costs that would amount to. So say if they spent 6 months developing a program, we need to know what their salary cost would be for 6 months, and that gives as an indication of the input that you have invested in developing that program. Same with delivery as well. If you can tot up the amount of time that has been put in to delivering that program, and then measure that against the salary costs and give us that costing, that's what we're looking for. Some applicants give us a return on investment calculation, and we can give an example of one of those. So sometimes if the training was aiming to improve the skills of sales staff, you may be able to identify an increase in sales and how much that is over a period of time, and then you can calculate that against the cost of the training and come up with a percentage. We're looking for the net program benefits. So we're looking for, say, the increase in sales minus the cost of the training divided by the program costs times 100, and that gives you a percentage. Return on expectation. So an example here is from one of our applicants that we had a few years ago, the Ancient Technology Centre, and this is a centre that focuses on ancient skills and teaching those to members of the public, and they didn't have enough people to be able to teach those skills, so they trained up a whole load of volunteers in the skills who were then able to deliver that training for them. And the return on expectation here was that the centre was able to actually keep on functioning. So they wanted to keep going, and they were able to do that. And that was their return on expectation. So it was as simple as that.